And let me tell you something. When Martell starts stirring the pot like this, it usually means one thing. He's trying to get ahead of a storyline he knows is about to hit the screen. This man has a history of accidentally doing something viral right before an episode exposes him. Every single season. It's like his spirit senses the editing room cutting something together and he goes, "Let me drop a distraction real quick. Sir, please." But here's the gag. The distraction is never distracting. Instead of pulling people away from the drama, he drags more attention onto himself. Wearing that Ariane photo hoodie is not giving unbothered king. It's giving, "I'm still deeply bothered, deeply pressed, deeply plugged into 2016 emotions." At this point, the sweatshirt needs its own cast credit. And you know production lives for this because it gives them an easy storyline. Martell being messy for no reason. They don't even have to write anything. He wakes up and delivers the drama for free. That's why the producers keep following him around with cameras, even when he claims he's just driving by. Baby, they don't waste production hours unless they know you're about to do something chaotic. Martell is like a walking storyline generator. Now, while he's out here wearing nostalgia merch, the rest of the cast is scrambling to build storylines that don't contradict their last 3 seasons. Destiny is trying to reinvent herself every 5 episodes. Nal is trying to rewrite her own history. Tawan is trying to pivot careers like he's speed-running character development. And Trish and Ken are trying to become fan favorites before the audience decides to scroll past. Huntsville is giving reality TV Hunger Games, everybody trying to survive. Meanwhile, Chris and Nell's daycare scene proves something important. The OG couples are tired. They've carried this show on their backs for years. And now you can see they're passing the torch, slowly, awkwardly, and with a lot of forced storyline glue. Production wants new faces, new energy, new couples. But baby, you cannot force chemistry with confessionals. You cannot create investment with edit cuts. You cannot build fan connection with a single therapy session. Audiences need time. And right now, the newbies feel like temporary interns. But let's get real for a second, because this is where the episode actually reveals something big. This whole investment home plot, it's exposing more than Martell meant to show. And no, not just the price drops and questionable strategy, it's exposing how he handles pressure. He scrambles, he improvises, he over-explains. He fills in the blanks with narratives that sound good on camera but collapse under simple logic. Because listen, if the house is paid off, and it was built to sell, and the comps in the neighborhood are way lower, and the price keeps dropping, then why are you moving someone in for free? Where's the investment? Where's the income? Where's the plan? Right now, it's giving Pinch's vision board with no follow-through. And this is where the season might get interesting because Martell doing all this financial gymnastics on camera is setting him up for another showdown at the reunion. The cast loves catching him in contradictions. He says one thing in episode 3, another thing in episode 9, and by the time the reunion rolls around, they've got screenshots, timestamps, Zillow listings, closing documents, and Carlos King sitting there saying, "Martell, walk us through the math." He can't. He never can. He starts explaining, gets mad, gets loud, and ends up blaming someone else, usually Melody or production or the invisible haters. And speaking of reunions, the streets are buzzing for a reason. Extra filming in LA? A Christmas special? Episode titles that sound like mixtape tracks? Production is cooking something. And when they cook under pressure, it means mess. It means receipts. It means cast members getting bold. It means somebody said something off camera they were not supposed to say. And now the producers are like, no, bring the cameras back. We need that on record. But before all that lands, the trolling sweatshirt is the appetizer. Martell is setting up a story, intentionally or not, and the cast is going to eat him alive. Because that hoodie is not just shading Melody, it's shading Ariane, it's shading himself, and it's giving the entire internet free jokes for the next 2 weeks. And honestly, when a man is wearing his messy past on his chest like a graphic tee, it tells you everything you need to know about where his storyline is headed. And speaking of chaos, let's talk about the episode preview because, woo, production did not hold back this time. The next episode looks like the moment where everyone stops pretending to be civil and just starts calling each other out directly. No filters, no cute editing, no fake brunches with forced compliments, just raw Huntsville energy. First of all, Destiny is in the preview looking like she's about to walk into a storyline she did not sign up for. And honestly, the fans saw this coming. Every season she tries to give fresh start energy, but the cast keeps pulling her into the mess like gravity. And the way she looks at the camera in that clip, you can see she already regrets showing up. It's giving, why did I agree to film today? I should have stayed home. And then we've got Martell, of course, doing what Martell does best, turning a simple conversation into a full-on confrontation. The man can turn good morning into an argument about loyalty and betrayal. The preview shows him getting defensive again, which is wild because nobody even said anything that deep. Someone asks a normal question and boom, Martell pops off like a firecracker. Sir, nobody attacked you. This is a cast meeting, not a courtroom. But here's the real moment everyone is talking about, the scene where Melody's name comes up. And as soon as it does, Martell's whole personality shifts. His eyes squint, his voice changes, his tone drops. It's always the same reaction every season. And let's be honest, this is why the audience stays invested, because the storyline is no longer about what happened, it's about the fact that he's still triggered. And the cast knows it, and production knows it, and the fans definitely know it. This is exactly why Carlos King keeps giving him screen time. Unpredictability sells. But the best part of the preview is the little 2-second clip everyone missed but should not ignore. The producers catching something in real time. They zoomed in, they slowed down, they highlighted reactions. That means whatever happened in that room was big. When producers start editing like investigators, baby, something is about to blow up. Now, let's shift to something even more interesting. The newbies are getting nervous. You can see it in their faces. The new cast members walked into this season thinking they were going to bring fresh stories, new relationships, positive vibes, and now they look like they walked into a battlefield with glitter microphones. Every time the OGs argue, the newbies just sit there like, should we leave? Do we jump in? Do we question? And boom, Martell pops off like a firecracker. Sir, nobody attacked you. This is a cast meeting, not a courtroom. But here's the real moment everyone is talking about, the scene where Melody's name comes up. And as soon as it does, Martell's whole personality shifts. His eyes squint, his voice changes, his tone drops. It's always the same reaction every season. And let's be honest, this is why the audience stays invested, because the storyline is no longer about what happened, it's about the fact that he's still triggered. And the cast knows it, and production knows it, and the fans definitely know it. This is exactly why Carlos King keeps giving him screen time. Unpredictability sells. But the best part of the preview is the little 2-second clip everyone missed but should not ignore. The producers catching something in real time. They zoomed in, they slowed down, they highlighted reactions. That means whatever happened in that room was big. When producers start editing like investigators, baby, something is about to blow up. Now, let's shift to something even more interesting. The newbies are getting nervous. You can see it in their faces. The new cast members walked into this season thinking they were going to bring fresh stories, new relationships, positive vibes, and now they look like they walked into a battlefield with glitter microphones. Every time the OGs argue, the newbies just sit there like, should we leave? Do we jump in? Do we sip our drink? They don't know the rules yet. And Huntsville rules are different. You can't just enter this cast casually. You have to earn your place through an argument, a confession, a storyline twist, or a dramatic walk-off. And right now, they're giving supporting background characters. Chris and Nell are trying their best to mentor them, but honestly, it feels like trying to teach people how to swim while you're in the middle of a hurricane. And trust me, production is testing them. If they can't handle drama, they won't be around next season. Now let's get into the real tea, because what's happening behind the scenes is the most interesting part. Extra filming in LA? Yup. That's not normal. That's not casual. That's not just bonus content. When reality shows film extra scenes outside the main city, that means something major happened off camera and production needs to catch it quickly before it leaks online. And let's be real, Huntsville leaks like a broken faucet. Instagram bloggers, TikTok lives, Facebook groups, somebody always knows something. Production is trying to get ahead of it. Rumor is someone said something so bold, so messy, so out of pocket that the producer said, no, we are not missing this. Bring the cameras, book the flights, roll. And with all this happening, Martell is walking around in that hoodie. Sir, are you trying to get dragged at the reunion? Because this is how you get dragged at the reunion.